the solidly conservative commentators, the solidly conservative websites are speaking now. There's an excellent website, legalinsurrection.com. And the founder, proprietor, is William A. Jacobson, Bill Jacobson. He's a brilliant man. He's an attorney. And he says, last night was the night Mr. Donald J. Trump took a big step towards a first ballot win. As abhorrent as that result may be, there's no sense deluding ourselves. Obviously, he's not a Trump supporter. Trump still isn't there, however, and it isn't yet on a trajectory to be there. But he's a lot closer as a result of small Republican electorates in northeast blue states, which will vote Democrat in the general election, a point I've been making. California will decide the fate of the Republican nomination process. Who could have predicted that? Perhaps recognizing what a Trump nomination means, RNC Chair Reince Priebus appealed last night for party unity. My response was to say the obvious. The party's over. If Trump is the nominee, one-third of the party walks. If Cruz or someone else is the nominee, one-third of the party walks. Now, let me stop there. Those of you who've been watching Levin TV, and I've mentioned it on radio, but I've gone into it extensively with graphics and so forth on TV, I am gravely concerned that this is going to be a blowout election, sweeping Hillary Clinton onto office, sweeping the Democrats into the majority in the Senate, perhaps sweeping the Republicans out of the House of Representatives, and one more sweep, sweeping 2 or 3 justices into the Supreme Court, as some of the older ones on there and appointed by Democrats decide, well, you know what? Some point within the first term of Hillary Clinton will retire so she can replace us. This is my dread. It's my dread when I go to bed at night. It's my dread when I wake up in the morning. It is my dread when I get behind this microphone or behind a TV camera. I've expressed it to you many times. Some people are really getting their jollies out of this. Hey, you know what? What? Yeah, I'm in charge of a movement. You are? Oh, yes. And we're winning. We're transforming stuff. It'll never be the same again. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Many of them are newbies that are really not familiar with all this, or they do not look at the long stretch of history. They don't even understand that unwittingly, some of them wittingly, are paving the way for Hillary Clinton. A complete and utter disaster. Anyway, William Jacobson over at Legal Insurrection goes on. Ted, meaning Ted Cruz, don't capitulate to the new media narrative that we have a presumptive Republican nominee, because that is capitulating to disaster. Unless and until 1,237 delegates to the Republican convention cast their vote on the floor of the convention for a particular candidate, there is no nominee. Presumptive means nothing. I hope Cruz manages to keep Trump from a first ballot victory and then pulls out a second or third or fourth or whatever ballot win, not for himself, and certainly not for the Republican Party. It's about country and our individual liberty, writes Jacobson, to which both Mr. Donald J. Trump and Mrs. Hillary Rodham Clinton represent existential threats, each in their own special personal ways. A Trump versus Hillary general election is lose-lose. So fight on, Ted, writes William Jacobson, fight to the end. This is one of the important websites in terms of providing information, knowledge,